at the end of the question, he said like, yeah, no, like I'm really keen for the fight. Or like something to do that just implied that like, yeah, like I'm fighting him. I'm ready for it.
What about, did you see Jake Paul and Anderson Silva?
Yes, I did. Jake Paul beat Anderson Silva.
It's crazy.
Honestly, I'd never heard of Anderson Silva beforehand. Have you heard of him?
A little bit.
Okay, fair enough.
But like, I'm not much into like fighting. Like,
yeah, me
UFC
neither.
and
Yeah,
stuff. So.
But yeah, I think he's 47. I think I googled him. He's 47-year-old man. Yeah, so Jake beat him. Not by KO. Was it KO? TKO.
No, just decision.
Decision. Yeah, okay. Yeah. What do you think? Did you expect that?
Yeah, I did. I did. Because one, Anderson Silva is very old.
Yep.
Jake is heading towards his prime.
Yep.
And Jake, he chooses his opponents wisely.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
You know what I mean? So like, I don't really have a doubt that he can win at any of his fights. Like if people are saying, "Oh, he has no chance," like they're pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Because
he's
not stupid. He's choosing his the fights like accordingly to his skill.
Yeah, of course.
What he thinks he's capable of.
Yeah, he's been very smart with who he picks.
Yeah, exactly.
He's picking like 40-year-old granddads.
And everyone's saying that he's not fighting like professional boxers. Well, he tried, but 2 of them pulled out.
That's true. That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people can't really say that anymore because it's not his fault. He's actually been trying to fight professional boxers. And he made a good point on Logan Paul's podcast because he went on like the day after.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
And he said, if anything, fighting MMA fighters is even harder because they got much more powerful punches. They're much better at fighting. And they're more unpredictable because they come from a different combat sport.
That's true.
Whereas boxers, he says, are very predictable because they do the same punches every time.
Thing, yeah, that makes sense.
So it's a good point.
I would love to see would be Vidal Riley and Jake. True. But I don't think Vidal wants to go down that path. I think Vidal wants to stay on his own like path of
just
who he wants
straight
to fight.
Traditional professional
traditional boxing. He doesn't want to delve into any of the YouTuber stuff. But it would be such a good fight.
Bro, like Jake Paul, you can't even really count that as YouTube boxing anymore. He's not fighting YouTubers. He's fighting professional fighters.
Yeah, I guess.
And it's outside of any YouTube beef.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
YouTube boxing
it's just because
is like Misfits Promotions, like KSI's thing. Everyone in that is an influencer, YouTuber.
Okay, yeah.
That's boxing.
Yeah. But I feel like Jake still comes from the YouTube boxing scene. So yeah, he's grown out of it. Yeah. He's grown out of it into the real boxing world. But I think because he still comes from it, people would still look at him as like, oh, the YouTube boxer guy type thing. I think he will always be seen as that guy who came from YouTube and shit.
I mean, it's where he came from.
Yeah.
And it's not like he's shying away from it. Like he wants to fight KSI and stuff.
Oh yeah, I think that fight will happen.
Apparently it's happening next year.
Yeah, it should happen next year, I reckon.
Well, I mean, KSI said it is.
Yeah. Did I send you that video where KSI spoke about Tyron Woodley?
No.
I think he leaked the fight. I think he's fighting Tyron Woodley.
KSI?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He spoke about it. He was doing an interview with someone, and someone asked him about Tyron Woodley. What do you think about him? And then he stumbled on his words, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, he'd be a really tough opponent." And if I was to fight him, and he started trembling on his words and shit. And then he said at the end of the question, he said "Yeah, no, I'm really keen for the fight," or something to do that just implied that I'm fighting him. I'm ready for it.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
So bro. I'm pretty sure we are going to be seeing KSI Tyron Woodley.
Bro, if KSI
soon.
just starts fighting every single one of Jake's opponents before Jake, the fight would never happen.
I don't think he'll fight any other one. Yeah, Tyron Woodley's a bit... I don't know.
He has to fight Jake after Tyron, otherwise Jake's going to walk away.
Yeah, probably.
Jake doesn't need the fight with KSI. He only wants it for the personal beef, bro. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
He just doesn't
care. I still think it'll be one of the biggest fights ever.
Jake Paul vs KSI?
Yeah.
In terms of numbers?
Yeah.
Numbers, yeah, but... it would never hit the significance of a mainstream traditional boxing fight.
You never know.
Like Muhammad Ali. No, it would never be considered that.
Yeah, it will never be considered that
as significant as that.
Yeah, I can
because
their
numbers come from their other mediums of work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I get that, but yeah, YouTube boxing.